Hey everyone. So I recently bought a Cybertruck. It's really cool. I am absolutely loving it. And I wanted to talk today about one of my so far favorite accessories that I got for it. I got it from the fine folks at Abstract Ocean. By the way, their customer support and just how they care about their customers, it's top notch. I give them an A+ for sure. The accessory I'm talking about, it's a MagSafe phone mount, and I chose to mount it onto the screen so that way when there's a phone there that can be used for things like navigation and CarPlay type stuff. I'm not condoning the use of a phone while you're driving by any means, but sometimes you need to use it for navigation apps or ways, things like that. It can be right at screen level. That way you're not looking down where the factory charging ports or holder is. Also, I've noticed that the factory chargers, the phones tend to overheat when they're in there for a while. So up here, it's a little more airy, I guess, and a little more ventilated. And it's just better on the phone, and it's much easier to quickly and safely glance at. So one of the problems that I encountered, though, is how to hook up the MagSafe. So I bought a 10-foot USB cable that was recommended by the people at Abstract Ocean, but I didn't want it just coming down to the center console area. That would be really ugly. So I'm going to go through quickly the routing area on how I was able to get it connected from this screen area to the center console. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I did was I gently peeled back the corner of the dash panel right here. And underneath, I was able to easily pry the carpet away from the dash panel. Once I had these two pried off, I took the 10-foot USB cable and I simply went over the bottom edge here and threaded it down under here, and it was really easy to find. From there, we're going to loop it behind this little fabric portion, and it's going to come out near the center tray. We're going to flip it onto the other side, and then we're going to run it around the plastic edge here. The next thing you're going to want to do is pull off this front panel. You can do that by starting at this corner and then going down. And you can see here, there's two tabs at the very top and then 4 more as you go down. Once you have that done, the cord can go right through there. And depending on what you want it to look like inside the console, had mine, I drilled a small hole, it comes through, and it plugs right in to the USB-C port in the console. Now, speaking of this front panel, one thing I noticed is that there's a small gap at the bottom. If you would happen to spill anything here, thankfully I haven't yet, but if you would happen to spill anything, there's nothing stopping that gap, nothing stopping the liquid from rolling through right under that gap. And when that happens, it's going to fall into this open area here filled with electronics. And if you have some liquid that maybe doesn't smell the best, that's not going to be good long term. So I'm going to figure out, maybe just put a bead of silicone or something like that across the bottom just to keep any liquid out from depths of this center console. So here's a quick summary of what we've done so far. We've mounted the MagSafe mount to the back of the screen, and the cord is running straight down. You're not able to see that from the front. It goes underneath this white panel inside the dash compartment. It comes out here, we run it behind this carpet piece. We're going to tuck it underneath here all the way around. It's going to go through the center console and in. And now that everything is put back together, it looks beautiful.